So the topic of today's sermon is regrets. First of all, I want to say thank you for coming to join us at the temple on today, the day that we celebrate Asalha Puja. Asalha Puja is the day that commemorates the day that the Buddha gave his first sermon, the Dhamma. This was the first time that the Dhamma was heard in the world, and it was an amazing time. After the sermon, the earth shook because it was so amazing that the Dhamma was finally born in this world. We even had our first enlightened monk as a Sotapanna. Throughout the Buddha's life, he worked so hard. Every day he spent his time being a benefit to the world. He did not take breaks. He did not go on vacations. He lived his life to the fullest. Even as such, there were still people that were not friendly to him. One such person was Thevatat. He was the Buddha's cousin. But Thevatat at first followed the Buddha properly. But over time, he had jealousy, anger issues, and wanted to take over the power. Thevatat did so many things. He tried to break up the Sangha. He slandered the Buddha. He even tried to murder the Buddha many times. At the very end of his life, he had tried so many things and he had failed. And then because of his bad karma, towards the end of his life, he got sick. And when he got sick, suddenly he had a realization. I'm gonna die. My life, it will be over soon. All this time I've been fighting to be the leader. I've been fighting to be the new Buddha. I've been fighting to see who's cooler, who's more popular, who likes who more. But now that I'm gonna die, I feel like I wasted my life. I feel like my life was not worth it. I feel like my life is full of regrets. And that pained him so much. For the first time in his life, he felt bad for what he did. And he desperately wanted to go apologize to the Buddha and ask for forgiveness. But the Buddha had said that after the last bad thing the Thevatat did, that Thevatat would never step on this temple again, would never see the Buddha's face again. And Thevatat heard these words. He was so desperate to apologize that he tried to go anyways. And so he used his wisdom. He had a bunch of people, he said, if Thevatat touches the floor will take him in. Well, what am I gonna do? I want to see the Buddha. So he had his friends and his students carry him. And they carried him pretty far on the way to see the Buddha. But right before they got there, he took a break and he stepped off of the platform and touched the floor. The earth shook. The floor opened up and began to swallow him into the earth because his evil was so heavy that the earth could not hold him. But as he was dying, he was thinking that I shouldn't have done what I did. What I did was wrong. I regret it so much. And he repented, but it was too late. You still have to pay for your karma. And now, right now, Thevatat is in the darkest, deepest hell, paying for the evil that he did. We can learn a lesson from this. How do you want to live your life? Do you want to live your life for happiness and pleasure, selfishness and desires? If you measure your life based on how happy you are, that's not a safe measure. What you want to measure your life is based on the last day. On the day that you die and you look back on your life, will you be proud of yourself or will you feel regret? Each of your actions will come back up in a ledger and you have to think about it. The way I treated my mom, am I proud of the way I did it or am I regretful? The way I treated my father, the way I treated my friends, my family, my enemies, am I proud of myself? If you're proud of what you did, even on your last day, if you're proud to let other people hear what you did, the chances are you might go to heaven for that. But if you feel ashamed and you feel regret, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done it like that. Chances are you will not get to go to heaven for that. And so, don't live your life for the moment. Don't live in the moment and have fun in the moment. Live your life based on what is proper and what is good, so that you have a clean conscience and a clean soul, so that when you need to travel to the next place, you can go to the better place because you have no regrets pulling you back. Think about it. Regrets are like weights. They weigh you down and you can't float to the surface. But your good things that you did, like the merits that you did, are like nice balloons that will pull you up from the water and let you float up in the air. What do you want to create more of? More weights that pull you down and drown you? Or more balloons that will lift you up and protect you? It's your choice. But live without regrets. Not because you don't care, but because you care and you did all the good things that you don't need to regret for. Live for being proud of yourself. And so that when your mom thinks about you, she can be proud of you. When people who love you, your children think of you, they can be proud of you. Live for that. Live for good karma, and your life will be longer and you will have a better life.